So what I did to prep for this class is absolutely nothing. Every Wednesday I go live. I think about things. I asked what you guys wanted to see. I heard fall colors, fall leaves, fall this, fall that, because we're in fall, so I'm going to fall this. See, all I got to do is ask and put people on the spot, and it works. So here is my art journal. I've prepped this by just covering this with painter's tape. Nothing behind my back. Okay. The only thing I have on my desk is a remote that doesn't belong here. So it's going to get full of paint, as it already is. And then I'm going to talk to you about creative block, writer's block, whatever you want to call it. You just don't know what to do. The number one question I see in art journaling for beginners, if you're part of that group that I have, is I don't know where to begin. Where do you get your inspiration? How do you begin? Okay. I'm going to answer that question. Sometimes you just have to see what the watercolors do. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I'll use fall colors. I pulled out the Odyssey set. I do have this on my website. They're on sale. I leave those cheap as I can sell them because I don't want them here. I'm going to grab a brush. What am I going to grab? I'm going to grab a watercolor brush. Oh, man. I think some of my brushes are hiding in this universe. All right, let's just try one of these quill brushes because I love them. All right. So you can wet your paper two ways. You can wet it with this. Oh, hold on. I started everything and I didn't turn it on. Golly. Okay. You can wet your piece of paper with a mister or a water bottle, a plant water. I don't know, whatever it is. So this right here, water bottle, you could do this. Okay. You could do this. Okay. Oh, there's paint on it. I am not going to, Karen said one oak leaf with fall colors. I am not, actually she said fall, yeah, color. I don't have my glasses on. I don't know what I'm going to paint. I'm going to let whatever happens here, whether it's leaves, flowers, whatever. This brush is way too thick for me. I just want something less. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to see what the watercolors do. So I'm just going to wet this down. I pre-wet the watercolors. Remind me to tell you what I what I was at. I don't think my watercolors. Okay, I'm going to wet this down. And I'm being a little liberal with the water. Not saturated and soaked, and I don't want to cause pounding. But for those of you who are like, oh my goodness, I don't know. Oh, I hope these watercolors stay in here. They might not. You get super nervous and you don't know where to begin. Let it go. Oh, no. Let it go. 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 Nope. I'm not painting with a vision. I'm painting with abandonment. Sometimes I think people are afraid of watercolors. They want to control the watercolors. They don't trust where they're going. Well, I get it. We don't have control over a lot of people. We just don't. I'm not a big brown person, but I'm willing to give it a go. Let's throw some browns in here. I don't know. I'll use the brown. Oh, I have to use brown. I mean, there's brown flowers in the world, right? Now, my watercolor journal, by the way, is at the end, so it's kind of like tilted. So I'm just going to do this. Like, yeah. You could put leaves in here. You can do whatever you want. You, the bossy you. I'm not the bossy you. Oh, that one, I wanted that to be more red, and it's, oh, wow. Well, let's just mix up some color. There we go. I'll just put all of the colors. Oh, I feel like another one. You know what? All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. What is this color? I don't even know. Oh, it's pretty. It's like a deep red. Maybe a little hint of green in here somewhere, like little bits of green. I don't know. Oh, is there going to be like a fourth flower in this? And then it's going to be an even number. My head's going to go bananas. No, this will be like fall leaves over here. I'll have like leaves over here. I just can't do it. So is it pre-planned? I guess. Uh-oh, Denise said hello from Scotland. This better be good. She's up at 1:50 in the morning. Denise, you need to go night-night. That's okay. There's another flower. Maybe there's 10 flowers in there. All right. And then this, what is this color? I'm just going to drop in. I love to drop color in. Okay. Do you see it? Kind of nutty. And if you get a lot of ponding over here, like I am, just take your dry brush, dry off your brush, and just go along the edge and just get all that sopped up, okay? You can just pull it back, rein it in, say, go away. Okay. And then we're just going to sit here and wait for this to magically dry because I don't use a magic oven. But in the process, I'm going to tell you what I am going to do in November, the last Sunday of the month. And everybody's going to hold me to this. Okay. Because I've ran out of excuses of why I said I couldn't do it. Sometimes you just have to say yes. All right. And I did. I said yes to the dress. No. Okay. One of our local musicians asked me to participate in an event where I will paint live while she's singing or performing. Well, singing, she's a performer. Doesn't that sound cool? And then I sell the art piece at the end. I mean, if it's the answer is no, I won't. But I love the winery. I'm going to do it. I feel like there's a bit of something flower in here. I just got to find it. Like I gotta, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see what happens here. All right. So that is what I'm doing. It does not sound great or stupid. Like, I've seen several people paint to performers, and I have so many local artists who are amazing people and humans, and they've asked me to do stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm busy. Well, I'm not busy. You guys are seeing puppies. I do too, but I painted a thousand. Don't make me paint more. All right, we need this to dry. Why do we need this to dry? Because I can't draw over the top of it when it's soaking wet. But I'm sure I could find a poppy in there. All right, so how do we dry? So does that sound like a great idea or the stupidest idea I've ever done? I literally called the winery today because my friend Shelly works there. And I said, please talk me out of this idea. But I'm committed, so I'm going to do it. I've been talking to Catherine for a while about this, and now I'm just going to jump right in, both feet. This does look like a bunch of poppies. I refuse to paint all poppy. All right, fine. I do see poppy. I see a poppy there. I see a poppy there. I see a poppy there. Now I see a poppy everywhere. It will be an experience. And I am of the belief that I probably could paint 10 paintings in one, but I think what I'm going to do is I am legit going to do it. Like, I have no reason not to do it other than the 400 reasons I put in my brain. Okay, I can turn my fan back on. I do see poppies everywhere. You all. So I'm going to do that the last Sunday. And I am going to record it. Like, I'll put it on Facebook Live. I'll just go for it. It'll just be like whatever. Well, I'm doing it because she asked me for my face and she's putting it in a graphic. So I guess I'm doing it. I've got to stop being afraid of my own shadow. At some point, I just have to go, I can do this. I mean, I'm going to do it. Oh, like 47 poppies on this page. So how do I get out of creative block? I just do this stuff. I just see where the colors go. I particularly used a more fall color for you. I can throw some leaves in there, but it is a great idea. I think it's a great idea too. I just didn't think I guess they've done it. I called actually to find out if it was just like a landscape artist who was going to be painting the scenery or faces or portraits. But everybody knows what I do, so it wasn't like. Okay, grab your permanent markers. Make sure this is dry by running your finger all over the top of it. And just a fine or ultra fine Sharpie. You don't need expensive anything with me. Use what you have. I just recommend permanent because if you're using watercolor and you're using water, you don't want things sailing away. Yeah, Sandra said you only live once, and if you don't do it now, well, that's it. That's all she wrote. That's not what she said, but that's what I'm saying. All right. Do you want poppies? Do you want poppies with a variety of other things? I hope I'm recording them. I'm going to be really tickety off. Okay. I'm going to wait a second because I know you all see poppies, and so do I. And I painted 452 poppy wine glasses. I'm not going to turn down an opportunity. Plus, I get to sell my wine glasses, so life ain't that bad, you know? All right, here we go. I'm waiting. Poppify the heck out of this, or you want puppies? Okay. Well, we're going to see what happens. Oh, of course, everybody knows poppies. Well, we'll see if they turn into poppies. If they don't turn into poppies, my hand and heart didn't. Oh, this pen is like. Okay, that pen is not really a pen. That pen is only a half pen because it's not really working. Oh, there goes my neighbor cutting through my grass again. Thank you, neighbor, with your horse trailer. Okay, this is my bad set of pens. I'm going to grab another. Okay. Oh, there she wrote. There she wrote. I mean, now I'm just seeing poppies left, right, and center. I do like these watercolors. They're very vivid. Now, how do I know where things are going to go? I don't. I kind of just scribble until. Am I worried about the direction of where the paint flows? No. My head in the way? No, it isn't. Okay. Well, here's another one. She is a puppy waiting to. Okay. Now I feel like there's like some sort of like greenery here, but yeah. I feel like there's another one right here. Just a field of poppies. How many of you are just afraid to scribble? These are probably not going to be exactly poppies because now poppies have like, I mean, I can turn them into poppies, but don't get upset if they don't exactly become poppies because now I just want to scribble. I just want to release. This is part of getting out of the creative block. Don't just hear me out. Like there's a very cool leaf right in the middle. There she goes. People always ask, like, why do you draw like the middle of the leaf? Sometimes I can't tell if it's a leaf or a petal from the flower. So I draw the middle right up and I immediately like figure out kind of, otherwise it becomes a petal. But see, this way, I know it's a leaf. It's a leaf. Do, 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 do. Okay. Don't worry. I will add to the middles so that those have more fun. And don't get mad if this just isn't a poppy because I think my heart was kind of anti-poppying things. All right. I mean, I feel like this could be all foliage. Because it's fall, yeah. Oh. So when I feel like my creativity is at an all-time low, or I'm just a machine of creativity, or I usually will do something like this to just loosen up a little bit. Okay. And that is something that I do. All right. And I know I said watercolors, but I already can feel myself wanting to dip into some acrylics. So don't get mad when I do that. Because you're getting what you pay for. You're really just paying to have a little bit of fun and get creative. Who's painting with me tonight? I want to know. Oh, yeah, look at that. Like, who's just going for it? And if you're in your artful journey, your assignment is to paint because I want you to. This is a great way to relax. Can't you tell? Oh my God. I love when I just. All right. 1, 2, 3 leaves. You notice I'm just getting deeper in the color. I am first time. Oh, you guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let it go. Give yourself grace. Have fun. Relax. Set an intention. Maybe you're going through a rough patch. Maybe life is perfection for you. I'm avoiding the middles for right now because I'm just looking. Where is there another leaf? Like, I want another one up here. Okay, found another one. One right off the edge with that. I mean, I'm kind of leaf heavy in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. That's good. All right. Now, I mean, I did say I was going to make this fall-like. Cheryl said, I needed this tonight. You know what? I needed this tonight. What color is this? Oh, this is like orange. Budapest. Oh, it's like a pretty orange. Okay. Just trust me. Or orange. Purple. I'm sorry. I am the artist who doesn't know the colors. Okay, it's like a very deeply purple. See how this like this brush is a little overkill. Let me get a smaller brush. I mean, you don't need a real thick brush for a real thin area. My brushes are like playing games on me. I think all my favorite ones are just moving into another universe. This is like a deep purple. You see how this like negative space is what I am calling this, but so far we've used my key ingredients. We've used an art journal, number one, because you kind of need something to draw on. It's your idea book. It's your safe space. It's your diary. It's a space to say, you know, I love the world. I'm mad. I'm happy. It's an idea book. Okay. And I'm used a basic set of watercolors. Basic set of watercolors. Nothing too complicated. I have these and a brush and some painter's tape and some pens. So those are my 5 ingredients. And I'm working through my creativity at the moment. You know why I like this purple? Because it's not like Prince purple. It's deep purple. And I'm just coloring in all of the negative space. And the negative space is anything like, here we go. Perfect. Just in between flowers. Okay, you might not have a lot of it. Sometimes I just overfill everything. But you see how that brought all of my colors out. Okay, and sometimes I go in and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't, like, I need negative space. So I'll just go draw my own in. Okay, don't matter. There you go. Oops, right here. This is more plum. Okay, so today I went to the grocery store and I went by myself. I trust myself every once in a while in the grocery store. I bought like 4 boxes of cereal and none of them were great choices. I felt like the kid who just got their driver's license and their mother said, could you run to the store and get milk? And then you discovered, oh my goodness, my mother is not here to monitor what I'm buying. And I bought 4 boxes of cereal. All right. Did I get all of the spaces? Yeah, I think I did. What do you think? I should do a giveaway one day where I go, okay, guess the cereals I bought, but I'm not proud of them. Okay, I'm going to grab some carbon black paint, just black. I'm acting like it's special. It's really not, but it's the media paint, and there's nothing better than the media paints for this, and I think this is like great for what I'm about to do. Okay, and this palette, this is how thick the paint is. I could probably take this off in a huge layer. Okay, I'm just going to put a drop of it. Oh, you guys are liking the purple. Okay, all right. For those of you asking me about stencil brushes, I did put them on my website and I ordered a bunch of sets. So you're going to be seeing them. I'm a stencil brush snob. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a stencil brush, which is a short, stumpy brush. Okay, I'm going to brush it off. I mean, you put your brush in the paint and then you brush it off and you take off 90% of what's on there. You are wasting paint. Okay, ready? And then I'm going to go into the middle of these flowers. Okay. And again, I just go into it. Okay. And I'm going to go in the middle. I brush it off a lot of that paint. I am not putting a ton of paint on there. Okay. Brushing it off. I'm going to find the middles of these flowers. This is why I said don't get mad if these don't turn into poppies, because, okay. Actually, you really can't get mad because, by the way, it's just like what I'm doing. Now, when you run out of paint on the brush, then you go outside and you get like the little fluffery things. Like, see how I'm doing that? Oh, yeah. So, Candy, the media paints have less binders and resins and are more true pigment. They're more expensive because they're more pigment. They put binders and resins in paints that make them less expensive, you know, but they don't make them as vivid in color because once you're basically in essence not watering down, but you're not, the word is not watering down, but so they're more fluid and they have more viscosity. It's like that's the fancy word for thicker. Now, I'm going to go in and scribble some more because I had so much fun the first time. I'm going to scribble some more. Ooh, I should have added some of that purple paint there. Yeah. And I do have the media paints there. I decided to just flat out order them. You guys can go to the big box stores. I'm a shop local kind of gal if I can. Schmeichel's rhymes with, you can go there and get craft paints all day long, but you cannot get, this is where I was going with that. You can't get the media paints. And because I use them so much, I thought, well, I'm just going to add them on there. I give myself a good discount. Okay. I keep noticing places that I miss. Now, see how I did that with the paint? Now, the center of a poppy, just so you know, has like a little bit of yellow in it. So I'm going to acrylic paint it again. Diary line yellow. Okay. I'm just a dot, a smidge. You could use gold. I could use gold because gold. Oh, should I use gold? I put this paint aside because I don't really have. This is gold. This is extreme sheen. We can just test it. Oh, look at that. Do you guys ever do that? The top, this usually dries out. You just peel it away. It just pops right out. Okay. I don't think there's any paint in this. Oh, good, good, good. Oh. Okay. Gold would pop. Oh, there it is. Enough. Just one little schmidgy. Take your same brush, brush it off because you don't want to make it like, oh, I still have black on there. Oh my goodness. She's so pretty. You put a little gold. Oh, yeah. Gold. Oh, yeah. Gold. Okay. I don't know if you know. See? Gold. Ooh, I forgot this guy. How did we forget about that guy? So these are like Dr. Seuss poppies. They're like, I didn't even see this guy. It was like hiding over here. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Then I go back into the gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Can you guys believe we're already like into the holidays? This is a bunch of crappy crap. Oh yeah, these are thinner than craft paints, which is why I prefer them, especially for my liner work, which I'll do right now. Because guess what? I can show you. It's just a drop will do you. So that's the other thing about these paints. Don't put a lot out there. By the way, this is glass paints. I don't usually. I'm doing because I'm painting glasses, but I let this dry. I'm looking for a liner brush. Okay. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna make these puppies a book. Because you could take a thicker, Sharpie, a fine Sharpie, but since somebody said something about the paints, they're thinner. I usually have to water down like I I usually have to water down the like Americana or your craft paints, folk art for liner work, but this I can just go straight out of the bottle and just go have fun with it. Okay. And I do use this. Like carbon black is I run through. So I'm just adding a little more color. We're gonna make these flowers pop. Oh, name the painting, please. Every week I have you. This is making my life so much easier. It'd be even easier if somebody would go write the names of the paintings on the paintings because I had to go look for a painting the other day and I didn't have a name for it. Look at this guy. This guy is just like a normal flower caught amongst a bunch of poppies. It's just like, please, I'm just a normal flower caught between a bunch of poppies. Is anybody nervous to see when I take this tape off to see if a bunch of like it ran all over the place? I'm a little nervous on this one. Okay. Just adding a little scribble as I go. All right. I kind of like this, but it's a little too clean for yours truly. So I'm going to take my fan brush. Fan brush. By the way, I'm ordering a bunch of fan brushes too because my fan brush is seen better day. This is not the fan brush I want to use. Where is my fan brush? Here she is. Ready? I'm going to take that same paint. I am going to water it down just a hair. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush. Oh, because nothing like this should be that clean. There we go. Done. Done. Stop. Done. Don't do too much. Okay. I did not use this yellow. Don't worry, I'll have this. I used the Odyssey watercolors. I used carbon black, extreme sheen gold. Okay. And then I used stencil brushes. And don't leave your stencil brushes soaking in water. Don't leave any of your brushes soaking in water. Trust me when I tell you this, because my mentors have yelled at me for that. But when I'm painting, I just get into it. Okay. All right. Now is the moment of truth. Are we ready? Everybody? I like the gold. I love the gold. I am glad I did not do that yellow. It would have really popped, which would have been fine. I love me a good popping. Okay, I do leave these watercolors. You can't tell, but one should take care of her watercolors. One should also use her watercolors. I do leave these. I need to get a new card, but what you want to do is leave these out to dry. And don't worry, I go through and clean my watercolors, usually like, I don't know, once every couple of months. Too many of you are like worried about using your art supplies, but like this all wipes off. Okay. And then I take rubbing alcohol and I wipe it off and I take all the little things out. But I just let them dry. OCD over a lot of things, but I do not have them over my art supplies because so many people are nervous about using things and saving it for a special occasion. We get one pass at this life, as far as I know. I could come back as something totally different. But as far as I know, I get one pass. Here we go. Heat that tape up. Heat that tape up. Oh, if I were going to run, it'd be over here. Oh, why won't it go? Oh, heat it up. See how the paper's coming away? Really delicate. This is 100% cotton watercolor paper, which is the best, and I love it. But you can use mixed media. You can use watercolor paper. Oh, don't worry about that. It's fine. Just a little tear. This is what I needed. I needed to just let loose. I needed it to be dark. Every day when you wake up, it is special. My dad has a saying. I always say, how are you, Dad? Better than I deserve. I woke up on the green side of the grass. That's the example I live by. Tea, wine, Zapple with a heart.